Welcome to another Cattle Chat Corner where we've got some real chatting to do with two pioneers in the industry. I'm Trent Luce, by the way. I forgot to say that. Lucy Rechel Snyder joining, or one or the other. Joining us from Yerington, Nevada, and Leo McDonnell from Columbus, Montana. Both of you have bull test programs, have been testing bulls and putting bulls in performance testing for, I don't know how long, forever. How long?
I've been testing bulls for about 10 years, and I've had a growth safe system.
I didn't ask you about the growth safes yet. I'm just asking how long you've been testing bulls. Follow the directions. 10 years.
10 years.
Leo?
50 years.
50 years testing bulls.
51, sorry. 51.
51 years testing bulls. So then I remember the first time that I heard about Lucy, because Leo didn't do it until Lucy did it and proved that it worked. Measuring feed intake. Why did you start that?
I started that because actually I was at NCBA and ended up sitting next to a gentleman who said, you know, I know who you are. You're from Nevada. He says, somebody told me I should talk to you about this growth safe system. So he started talking. It was pretty intriguing to me. And I guess I look at all the desert conditions in Nevada and how tough it is to get feed. And I'm also aware of the feeding industry. And it just seems to me that the next jump for this industry is to improve feed efficiency. We've done so much on growth and quality and other things, and efficiency seems like the next quantum leap that we can make.
An old traditional cowboy from Montana, been testing bulls for 51 years. You've been around, Leo. You can't test bulls for 51 years and not have some experience. But who would have ever thought? Did you ever think that a computer would be such a huge part of measuring what it is that we do every day in ranching?
No, I didn't. You know, it's amazing. And it is such a big part. I mean, like we electronic ID, we have 2,400 bulls in there. They all carry electronic ID. I mean, we have about 700 on feed efficiency at a time, taking in 7.5 million bytes of information a day just from those, plus all your vet records. Everything we do is done with the wave of a wand and a laptop. It's just amazing, you know. Yeah.
I just love that visual, the wave of a wand and a laptop.
It is, yeah. You know, and it's shoot side or horseback.
Yeah, because we have to do it from the saddle, or it can't be a cowboy tradition.
Yeah, I can take like my smartphone right now, or iPhone, whatever this is, and I can actually pull up our feedlot right now and look and tell you which bulls are eating out of which bunk. Who'd have thought that? I can tell you yesterday what time they ate, how much they ate each time. I mean, it's just amazing. And I can look on this phone down here in where are we at? Orlando?
Tampa. Florida. Tampa.
Tampa, and tell you what these dang bulls are eating up in Montana.
Check your smartphone, see where you're at. It'll probably tell.
Smartphone or iPhone, whatever it is.
It knows where you're at more than you do. Okay, but you said something that's huge, 7 billion bits of data, 7 million bits of data. We can compile all the data in the world, but if we can't analyze it and know what to do with it, it isn't any good. So have we got to the point where we can break it down and say, hey, here's what we do to make it better?
We're getting there. There's some roadblocks, but we're getting there. Growth Safe has been hugely behind getting that done for us. The first step was to create the RFI numbers, and now we're in the process of trying to compile those so that Leo's numbers and my numbers are comparable, and of course that's really through an EPD. And with the support of Growth Safe and some other people that are really pushing this, we're getting in that direction. We don't have it done, but we're getting there.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly it. We're going to get all the data put together. Right now, a group of us have the largest intake database, efficiency database of anybody in the world. And so we're just working with some universities and trying to figure out, you know, who we're going to go with this database to build these selection tools on efficiency, because there is no trait more important to the cattle industry, as you're well aware. The challenges we have today for land use, for feed, you know, this is a big step. We feel, folks like Lucy and I, through the research that's been done, from birth to slaughter, we can reduce the cost of production nearly $200 a head. And if that doesn't sound like a used car salesman, I don't know what does. But we've already, on first generation cattle, reduced it $125 a head. Yeah. And I'm sure you've seen Leachmans that have been involved in this too, and they're doing the same thing. And so there's enough of us doing, we know it works. And it's just exciting. I think it's more going to make our industry more competitive, both cattle and the beef sector. Will be more competitive in the pasture, more competitive on the plate, more competitive in the global market. I mean, it's just exciting. It actually just kind of rejuvenated me.
I called him old early, but now I see this youthful spirit that I've not seen in him in years, Lucy. It's taken him back to a young man.
He told me that a few years ago. He says, I was kind of tired of this bull testing and stuff. He says, man, this is so exciting. I'm ready to get back in it because this is the way we're going to go. This is exciting and new. And I guess that's what keeps us all going in this industry is something new and exciting and thinking it's going to be better right around the corner. We all think that all the time. Otherwise, why would we stay in it?
The whole world is looking for the fountain of youth, and we have found it. Putting data together, 7 million bits of data, will bring you back into your youthful days like a teenager. Thank you, Leo McDonnell, Lucy Snyder. It's always a pleasure. I'm Trent Luce with this Cattle Corner Chat.